So yesterday in the trial of Lucy Letby, the jury was reduced down from 12 members down to 11, with one member of the jury being dismissed by the judge. In this video I'm going to go through a very short article explaining what took place yesterday and also give you an update as to where we stand today. A member of the jury in the Lucy Letby trial has been discharged for good personal reasons, a judge has told Manchester Crown Court. The nurse, 33, has been on trial for almost 10 months, charged with murdering 7 babies and attempting to kill another 10 on the hospital neonatal unit where she worked. Letby, a former children's nurse at the Countess of Chester Hospital in North West England, denies all the charges against her. The jury of 8 women and 4 men has been deliberating the case for more than 66 hours over 13 days. The judge, Mr. Justice Goss, told jurors on Thursday that one of their group had informed the court that they were no longer able to serve on the jury for good personal reasons. He added, quote, "The trial will continue with the 11 of you. I will give you further directions tomorrow when you return to court. There is no significance. This happens in trials not infrequently. You can continue as a jury of 11 very well." The jury has been instructed to try to return verdicts on which they are all agreed on the 7 counts of murder and 15 of attempted murder. The loss of one juror means they would have to return verdicts on which 10 are agreed if they are not able to reach a unanimous decision. Judge Goss thanked the juror for their service for the extremely long period of time of the trial, which began in October. He said, "I imagine it will be slightly frustrating for you, but it's an inevitability. I'm sorry you can't continue. It's vital that you hear me say this and your fellow jurors hear me say this to you, that there must be no communication between you and your fellow jurors." Judge Goss told the jury there was a lifetime prohibition on them discussing their deliberations with anybody. He added to the discharged juror, "You must not communicate with any of your fellow jurors on this case about anything to do with this case because you are no longer a juror on this case." The jury began deliberating verdicts on July the 10th and are in their 3rd week of considering the charges. Letby has been on trial over what the prosecution alleged was a calculated and cold-blooded year-long series of killings from June 2015. She is accused of murdering newborns by injecting them with air and attempting to kill others by poisoning them with insulin or sabotaging their feeding tubes. She denies all the charges. The trial continues. Okay, so the jury size has now been reduced from 12 down to 11. Initially it was 8 women and 4 men. It is now 7 women and 4 men. But then this morning, the following happened. On the morning of Friday, August the 4th, the judge told the jury that some of them had been operating under a false premise that the court would not be sitting next week, with 3 of the jurors having made appointments or commitments for that time. He said he would not be unsympathetic if rearranging those appointments was impossible, but those jurors should make efforts to do so and be afforded the time to make those arrangements at one of the smoke breaks or earlier. He added the jury should continue as a jury of 11 and give unanimous verdicts at this stage. So just to clarify what took place this morning, basically 3 jurors sent notes to the judge saying that they were under the impression, for some reason, that the court would not be sitting next week and they had therefore had pre-booked appointments and pre-booked commitments for next week. The judge has basically said, no, we are sitting next week and can you please try and change these appointments if you can do so. Something else which I wish to draw your attention to is how much time has been lost during this trial. Now, a member of the Web Sleuths forum who goes by the name of Tortoise actually calculated how many days have been lost in this trial thus far. Now, if we take a look at, all of the days combined, we're talking about weekdays here, not weekends, just weekdays. If we take Christmas, bank holidays, days which were lost due to bad weather, and some days which were lost and no explanation at all was given, a total of 80 days have been lost during this trial, and 27 and a half of those days were down to juror absence. Just a little statistic for you there. Anyway, we continue to wait for the verdict. Will we see some more deliberation next week? I don't know. Obviously, I will keep you updated via YouTube, via this channel. So if you are interested in the case of Lucy Letby, don't forget to like the video and subscribe down below. And as always, I'll see you all again for the next video. Take care. Cheers.